Right, this is my third attempt at this. Um, this is gonna be short because I tried it twice before this and it was way too long. This is my review slash reaction to Transformers: Age of Extinction. I'm gonna give a little spoiler-free version. Then I'm gonna go into some of the characters. There's gonna be some spoilers. Not really gonna say anything much about storyline because, I mean, it just ended up being too long when I did that. So, start out, it was better than the other three. The other three were good. Like the first one. Third one was pretty good. Second one I hated. It was just terrible. That is generally agreed on. But this one was better. It had basically everything the other ones didn't have, and didn't have a lot of what the other ones did have. So, yeah. So basically, I loved the characterization in this movie. They actually gave the Transformers characters of their own. Crosshairs was a jerk. Drift was the typical samurai, noble warrior. Hound was just awesome. It's hilarious. He probably had the most dialogue of any Autobot in the movie under Optimus Prime. Prime was good. They kind of developed his character from just action hero to, in this movie, utter despair. I mean, his first words when he comes out of hibernation are, "I'm going to kill you all humans." I mean, yeah. His reaction to when Ratchet was killed and melted down for parts was like he stormed the building, basically. Ratchet, I was kind of sad to see his death. Not really because he was important in the other movies, just because, I mean, well, it was kind of sad how naive he was. He's like, "I'm friendly, don't kill me," and then Lockdown comes and rips his spark out. Lockdown, great villain, sinister, characterful, basically everything the other villains weren't. Galvatron was good, kind of a shock, but I did kind of spoil the movie for myself, so I already knew about Galvatron. Let's see. The Dinobots, I mean, they kind of were just background. It didn't go a lot into the Dinobots and their origin or their connection with Prime. I mean, he said something about them being knights. I'm thinking they'll go into that with the next one, and it'll have something to do with the whole Quintesson storyline, which they're apparently setting up for, because they keep talking about the Transformer creators, and the ships at the beginning that the creators were using really remind me of the Quintesson ships from Generation 1, yeah. They didn't really look similar, but they just had a similar feel to them. Let's see. I mean, yeah. I actually, had some, the Autobots made you like them or dislike them. I mean, it wasn't like, hey, they're there, they fight, yay. I mean, I was actually scared that they were going to kill off Hound because I liked Hound. He was a good character. Bumblebee wasn't at the forefront of this one because it's like Batman without Robin. You don't have Shia LaBeouf's character, then Bumblebee's kind of pointless. He's there. I mean, at one point, Drift said something to the effect that he wanted to kill him for assuming leadership while Optimus was missing. So, yeah. Drift's little helicopter mode was cool. He was kind of a triple changer, turned into a Bugatti and a helicopter. I don't really know what that was about. Maybe a reference to Springer from the 86 movie. Really, this movie was a mix between the 86 movie and animated. It had several elements. Megatron's severed head building a new body. Bumblebee versus Stinger, kind of like Bumblebee versus Wasp. I mean, Quintessons, Dinobots, Galvatron. I mean, it was kind of a 50-50 mix. Those two. The human characters were better. A lot better. I like the relationship between the main characters better than in the other ones. Lucas, well, I wasn't really sad to see him go. Lockdown killed him. But apparently a lot of people were sad. I don't really know why. I personally thought he was kind of a jerk and would have been detrimental to the movie. The human villains were pretty good, but I mean, it was a fun movie to watch. It wasn't like the other ones where just Transformers fans would like it. It was just a good movie. I honestly just really enjoyed watching the movie, and I want to see it again, probably in 3D. I didn't get to see it in 3D the first time, but I mean, I generally had fun watching it. This is probably my favorite of the four. Hopefully they've hit their stride and they're going to stick with it in 5. I don't know what they'll do with Galvatron because they pretty much killed off all of his little drones. They did say at one point that there were 12 Decepticons they hadn't caught, or was it 13? Something like that. So who knows, maybe there's like Scourge, Cyclonus, some of the 86 movie characters. Optimus leaving at the end was pretty interesting. He goes off into space to find his quote-unquote creators. So I don't really know how they're going to do that with the Allspark. Maybe they'll take a line from the aligned continuity and say the Quintessons came and conquered them, showed them how to transform, and pretended to be the creators. Or maybe the Allspark and everything was just the Quintessons, basically factory that created them for the Quintessons. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. I mean, there were some great lines in that movie. I feel like they finally hit their stride, and I hope they stick with it for the next one, because basically they stripped down everything from the other movies that didn't need to be in them, and then they added more stuff that should have been in them, like the Autobots actually, saying something besides, "Look, Decepticon, shoot." I mean, there was dialogue. There was they showed genuine emotion when they saw Ratchet's body being melted down for scrap. One thing I did see somebody commenting about unfinished CGI. I mean, the only scene that really showed that was Leadfoot being killed, but it was just projected on a rock, and I can see why they didn't want to go in and add all the details, especially with all the other Transformers and action sequences in the movie. Action sequences were a lot easier to follow. They were a lot better. I mean, there were some brushed over parts, like the Knights, the Creators, this mysterious ship that apparently Lockdown commandeered. I feel like they'll go into that a little more in the next one. I feel like they really set up for the next one. I don't know about the 6th one, but they definitely left plenty of plot holes for them to fill in next time. I just hope they do it better than they did in the last trilogy. I hope they stick with what they're doing right now. Because, I mean, it was great having the classic Frank Welker for Galvatron. I mean, I loved... Basically, it was a great movie. It was... I won't say a real family movie, because there were some language in it. Wouldn't really be great to take a younger kid to, but, it's better than the other one. So, yeah. That was my impression of the movie. I'll be uploading some other videos soon, maybe some reviews or something. Yeah, check out my for sales thread over on TFW 2005 and my wants thread. Any Transformer fans out there, I'm looking to buy some stuff, sell some stuff, yeah. So, goodbye!